What an awesome place to camp. Well, besides the wind, today we're going to get back on the road and head to our next destination. Trying to keep away from the edge. It's kind of sketchy. Some of it's broke off. Yeah, it's a quite windy day today, so glad to be getting on the road. It's supposed to pick up too, so hopefully it's not too bad while we're driving. Somebody lost something in the middle of the road. What's that? Huh. Oh, seatbelt. Thanks, Park. It's been fun. It's kind of cleared out a bit. Well, it was never too busy there. We're headed into Bishop, and there is a side wind, which is kind of bad. We knew it was going to be windy today, but it wasn't supposed to pick up until the afternoon. I don't know if it's the wind, but there's a lot of dust going on right at the base of that mountain. Just grabbing some gas before we leave town. And the next 2 days are supposed to be pretty cold and miserable. Even back at home, it's supposed to drop and we possibly could get snow. So it's getting cold again. So it's $4.99 with 5 cents off. Came to $144.95. Ouch. Gotta love the expensive gas prices, but at least it's not over $5. Almost. We don't have that far to go at all today. Only 16 miles, and it's a small town past Bishop.
And it's about, if we want to keep going after that would be about the halfway point to
Gotcha. So anyways, we're going to check it out. There's a park that we can hang out and possibly stay overnight. RV and mobile home. There's a lot of those here. Where they...
Before we get to the next town, if I remember right, there are some big pullouts. It's supposed to be like wildlife viewing areas. I've never seen wildlife there, but you can see if you see anything.
Alright, we are leaving the town of Bishop. Big Pine is 13 miles. That's where we're going. Independence 40 and Los Angeles was 327. Wow. As soon as you leave Bishop, it really gets dry looking. I guess it's common where people live, though. It tends to be a little greener. Campground. This is Baker Creek Road.
In 800 feet, your destination will be on the left.
I think this is what people were talking about.
Basically is all along here, I think, on the left.
It says no truck or trailer parking. So Jeff checked all stays, and that's where we found this site. Not sure if we're gonna stay. People have stayed here before. At least that's what the comments said. So it's just such a windy day. We don't know if we want to travel in it, but the good thing about it is it's a backwind or a tailwind, so that way it's pushing us, not a side wind where it's trying to knock us sideways. The dust and wind are horrible. There was just a huge cloud of dust here right at my rig. Some even got in. But look at the view out there. Isn't that beautiful? Just charging up my microphone because I forgot to charge it last night, and then we're gonna walk over to that park. We're walking over to the park, but it is getting a lot windier. And like I said, it was supposed to pick up around noon. So we'll probably just get going and get to our destination, which is 50 miles from here. Oh, look at the clouds on top of the mountains. Looks like thick fog. Jeff says there's a glacier up there somewhere. Oh, the mountain is the glaciers? There are 3 glaciers up there. You can see 2 of them, but the South Glacier you can't see. New sign here. It says no overnight camping, campfires, or stoves. This is from the city of Los Angeles. That's probably why there's no rigs here anymore. So Jeff was just telling me that this gate is new as well, and people used to be able to camp up in here, but obviously you can't even get in here now with the gate. It's a nice big field. I bet people used to park along this fence because there's nice trees here. Okay, it's crappy. We're gonna get back on the road. Yeah, got like sand in my mouth. Or dust. Look at all the dust kicking up by the rigs. Oh my God, Momo, that's awful. Ooh, and chilly too. Yeah, just dust, 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 dust. Okay, we are ready to go. Get out of this wind and dust. Well, we won't get out of the wind or dust.
Go to the one all the way in the corner, or this one right in front of me?
Continue on US 395 south for 43 miles.
Go to the corner one then. There's a barbecue place across the road. It's too early for a barbecue. It's only 11. I guess some people like to eat barbecue this early though.
Turn right onto US 395 south, Eastern Sierra Scenic Highway. Continue on US 395 south for 43 miles.
The gas is $4.59 here. Oh, there's another barbecue place. Jeff said this was a pretty popular spot for people to stop coming from LA and heading to Mono Lake. They grab barbecue, I guess. That spot back there is pretty popular. I just looked it up and we are less than 400 miles to Kingman, Arizona. So not too bad. Look at the mountains on the right side. You can barely see them. That's how bad the air quality is. There's so much dust. Goodale Creek Campground.
Another one, Goodale Creek, another $14 county park. Send those trees up there.
There are quite a few campgrounds along here, but most of these are county campgrounds. It's a little more expensive, but you can reserve them online. Where we're going to is a BLM campground. It's a little cheaper, but it's first come, first serve. I can see the reflection off of car windshields. Must be a road over there by the base of that mountain. Jeff was just telling me there are camps over there, but once you start going into the mountains, that is National Forest campgrounds, but they're closed at this time of year. Because of the old volcanoes in this area, you can see all the lava rock. There was a lava flow through here. Some pretty big rocks there. Independence, 10 miles, Lone Pine, 26. Welcome to Independence. The elevation here is right below 4,000 feet. And there's about 390 people that live here. It's a cute little town. Courthouse Motel. That's weird. Oh, look at that Pines Cafe. That looks old and closed. So we only have 16 more miles till our turn. Then it's 4 miles off of the road. Gas here is $4.99 for regular, diesel $5.09. Independence Park. That looked like a better park to hang out. It was all green at least.
Yeah, when I walked the dog over to that park we parked at, it had a big green area, but they haven't mowed it in ages. It was, ankle high.
The further south we go, the more barren the mountain looks over there.
They have, I think, one of the guard towers left and a couple of the buildings in the cemetery. That's about all that's left there.
So there's Manzanar to the right. Jeff was just telling me about that. I think it was a World War II encampment. Oh, this is a beautiful landscape through here. Look at all the rock formations, boulders, snow-capped mountains in the distance.
The level off up here is going to be a big valley.
Look at the rock formations over here. Wow, how is that? I wonder how some of these boulders are just sitting on top of nothing. Looks like they should fall off. Road closed ahead. Move road detour. We have less than a mile. Okay, Whitney Portal Road detour is right there. But it says that we have a half a mile.
I think you can go straight, because we're going to be turning to the left before the road closing.
Okay, so it should be somewhere around here.
In a quarter mile, turn left on a Horseshoe Meadows Road.
Straight ahead goes up to like 9,000 feet. I think they have it closed because of snow.
So Jeff was just saying that straight ahead goes up to 9,000 feet. You keep on following this, but it's closed. This is where we need to turn right
Take the
here.
next left onto Horseshoe Meadows Road.
Horseshoe Meadow, Tuttle Creek Campground.
Continue on Horseshoe Meadows Road for 1.5 miles.
Jeff said there is free camping around here on BLM. Like those roads right there, I believe. Right here's our turn. Tuttle Creek Campground. Jeff says it's paved all the way until you get to the campground. No water available. Dump station is closed. It's a very narrow road. You can see two rigs. Oh, and there is a rig coming up here. I think I see the... Oh. Okay, that's why they say go slow.
Remember this, they put these at an angle. It really makes your rig rock.
Right, yeah. Jeff was just saying they put them at an angle, so bounce back and forth. Yeah, they make this pretty narrow.
Yeah, you want to let him get into that kind of pull-out area so it's wide enough.
Right. Oopsie. Okay, let's see if this is doable. Oh, jeez. I'll try to squeeze by him. Guess they could have made this a little more wider. Take it slow. Wow, as many vehicles, you'd think they would have probably made this road a bit wider. Thank you.
And then everything is, it should be parking there. I would park and disconnect the truck, and you can take the truck around to look at the actual campsites and see what you want.
What do you think about that, moo-moo, huh? What do you think about that? Jeff's been here before, so he knows the layout. There's 3 loops, and there is a pay station up here. First come, first serve. I think I can make it by him. So here is the pay station, I believe. It is $10 a night. It's alive! It's alive! This is where the dump station is right there, but it is closed. So here's some information for Tuttle Creek. It's open year-round, 83 sites, 10 pull-through trailer spaces, maximum RV length 30 feet, no hookups. Quiet hours are from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Water available, weather permitting. Oh, okay.
Said no water.
And stay limit is 14 days per 28-day calendar year.
Yeah, we're here, coming in this way. So just to the right up here is one loop, goes all the way around and around. And then you go across the creek, and then they have a little loop over here, which has the group site in it, and the big loop that's back here.
Okay, and there are some pull-through sites, it says.
Yeah, I think it's these, see the red?
Oh, okay.
I think there's.
Should I just drive back there then?
That's up to you. I mean, all of them are around. You can make it and turn around, you know, with the RV.
Right. Okay, moo-moo, the truck is unhooked.
Okay, I got my walkie-talkie.
Gonna move on, find a camp spot. I thought it'd be easier just to have the truck unhooked. Jeff's gonna follow me in the truck. Slow. Oh, there's a speed bump here. Made it out of dirt. These ones, this way looks pretty packed. We'll check it out and see. Oh, that's a spot. Well, this is a spot here. It's pull through.
Which one you talking about? To the right?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you can go in there and check it. You really don't absolutely need pull through. You disconnected the truck.
True.
It's whatever you want, you know, how close to the restrooms or whatever. It's up to you. The creek runs on the left side here, so we're on the north side of the creek right now.
Well, look, there's a spot right next to it for you.
Yeah, you can go down the end and come back.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. I can just do the loop real quick and then come back to that spot.
Take the next left, then your destination will be on the left.
Okay, I don't need you anymore. Charlie. 16 is available. That one has a tent in it. Is available. There's a pull through there, 21. I like that one. It's pretty big. I don't need a pull through, but it would make it easier when leaving if I can just hook up my truck and pull right on out. That's is that a pull? I don't know. That's kind of confusing.
The ones in this
Tents
end probably
only.
get more wind, but you got a nice view of the mountains.
Yeah, but these are tent only sites right here.
Okay.
Well, not that one. 27's good. He's right. You would have an awesome view of the mountains. Looks like there's some tent campers there.
Yeah, we can go back to that 21. Probably fine for you.
Yeah, and there's a spot right next to it. Okay. Well, the views all around are just beautiful here. And I think this is the spot. Go ahead and pull in here. Although I'm kind of backwards.
Well, it depends where you want your door. This way your door is going to be facing south.
Away from the wind. That's probably
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether it's going to be windy the next days, but today is, yeah. It looks like your site kind of starts sloping down, though, here.
right at this spot. I'm level. It feels good right here, so I'll just leave it right here. Yeah, look at the view behind me. I can still appreciate it. It's not right out my window, but nice camp spot. Okay, I'm gonna take Jeff back to his rig. I'm in 21 and he's in 19. Did you ready to get the envelopes? I thought I saw a sign saying the dump was closed, but it doesn't look it. And it's $10 extra if you want to dump. Oh, there's a It's still sticking out a little bit, Jeff. Oh, payment received. The box was a bit on the full side. He had to use the extra envelopes to try to squish it in there. There's also a scan code there where you can pay online. Campsites 1 through 28 is where we are, and 29 through, wow, 81. There's a lot that way to the left. We'll go check those out later. And number 1 is the camp host. Not sure if I mentioned it, we're here for 2 nights, and my site was 20 bucks because it's regular camping fee, $10 a night, where Jeff has the senior pass or golden pass. So his price was half off, $5 a night, so he only paid 10 bucks. I'm kind of glad my door is on this side because the wind is blowing from the south and my door's on the opposite way, so it's not as bad and not going right into my rig. Right, moo-moo? Right. Well, the warm weather was here, and now the cold is back. I think it's 2 days of cold today and tomorrow. It's even snowing back at home. Flagstaff is completely covered in snow. I haven't checked the cameras for home to see if it's snowing there, but it's possible. I feel bad for Michelle because she's actually staying on the property. But luckily it's only 2 days, so hunker down.
Big giant snowflakes back in Sedona and Flagstaff area.
Big, like, what do you mean big?
Big fluffy. Here, we're cold, but in town's okay.
This town here, well, it's lower elevation. We're
As soon as you drop like a couple hundred feet, temperature goes up like 10, 20 degrees.
Oh, really?
Down there, to the 50s up here.
Jeff was saying it's 10 degrees warmer in town, but that's obvious because we actually climbed quite a bit to get here and got closer to the mountains. So we came down here to walk to the other campsites, and you can see some of them over there. They stretch from there all the way back up to there. And I'm sure we won't be able to walk the whole thing because it's like a lot of campsites. So can you see the RVs way over there? That's kind of like ours. It just runs parallel with ours. There's another loop over there, the mountains, and then the loop over here. Oh, look at in the distance. You can see the lake bed, which has got hardly any water in it. That kind of reminds me of the Salt Flats in Utah. Probably should have drove the truck since it's so windy, but we're just gonna check out this campground ahead of us, and then tomorrow we'll take the truck and check out the other one, and then possibly go into town and find something to do. It's just a big loop, starts here, it's 63, they have pit toilets, 2 of them I see, then it wraps around and comes back over here. Oh, they do have public potable water, but as you can see, the faucet's been removed. It's too early for that yet. These sites are set up a little different, I think. They seem to be bigger, more room.
All the sites on this one are on the loop.
Okay.
Instead of the loop being right at the end, it's kind of a big circle.
Oh, that's gotta suck, putting up a tent in this. Yeah, that doesn't look pleasant. So I would say that they probably need one of those pop-up tents. That would be so much easier in this wind.
The group site, this whole big area here.
This is a group site which can be reserved at any time. No one's in it at this time. They say you can fit up to 6 RVs, but honestly, I could see 2 or 3. I don't know about 6. But the pit toilet here is included in this site, along with the picnic tables. Yeah, it's not very deep. It goes from this picnic table, here's a spot here, and there's a spot there, and then where that other picnic table is to the far with 2 fire rings. Yeah, I don't see fitting 6 rigs. If you were squished. Oh, here's another one I didn't notice, so maybe 4 or 5 rigs. And if you had smaller rigs, it's definitely doable, but hello, are you there? Are you there? Sorry, my battery died. And I was talking about the group sites. So in my opinion, it's $30 for the group site. So if you can fit 3 or more rigs in there, then it's totally worth it. If not, I would just get individual sites. And then from that point on, it was like the rest of the area. So I'll show you the next spot tomorrow. But first, the sun has gone behind the mountain. Isn't that pretty? Well, minus all the dust. When we got here and got set up, I made soups and sandwiches for lunch, And I'm gonna do something simple because it wasn't too long ago. I'm just gonna do a tuna casserole, but no need to show you that. It's easy. It's mac and cheese and tuna with mayonnaise. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. The wind has finally died off. It's a beautiful day today. And the mountains look gorgeous as ever. And they're still snow covered. Good morning, cat dogga. What you doing, huh? Driving to the other camp spot just to check it out. But first I want to stop and look at something. Notice this when we were walking back. It's a stream that comes from the mountains. Isn't that pretty cool? It runs in between both campgrounds. Then it continues on down the mountain, right under the road. You can tell the plants like it here. They're all lush and green. This is the campground we didn't check out yesterday. That's where we're headed now. I think this one is the smaller of all three. Like our campground, it's a pretty long road back, but they don't have as many campsites along the road to the campground. And so far I only see one pit toilet here. Here's the start of the camping area, which is 20 sites. Actually, I was mistaken. There's another pit toilet, and this one is pretty long. It goes closer towards the mountains. Oh, and there's 2 more pit toilets. Okay, the group site is the one with the least amount of campsites. I read the sign backwards, so it has only 20. And they have a much bigger loop on this side than ours. Our loop is pretty small. And that is the last pit toilet right there. We're at site 50, which is empty. Stopped here at campsite 53. I just wanted to take a look. Seems to be one of the highest ones with a great view. Actually, it's not empty. I see stuff here I didn't see at first. Okay, it has a great view of the lake and the mountains. And the one right next door is a pull-through. Yeah, there's quite a few people tent camping, but that wind yesterday, oh, it was horrible. I'm sure that wasn't pleasant to tent camp during that windstorm. A cool tent setup there with the shade awning. Okay, so I would say this is probably the largest. The one we're in is the second largest, and the group site is the smallest as far as campsites go. There's a road going up the mountain, and that leads up to Horseshoe Meadows, but it's probably still too cold and closed. Okay, I was wrong. 61 through 81, which is 20 sites, is the group site. And it's 29 through 60, so there's over 30 sites. So that site has about 31, and ours is 28.